No. Another nice sunset here. Another nice sunset here. Hi there. Watching another nice sunset here tonight. Elby's down cooking, cooking in the dirty kitchen. Yep, Chief. Another beautiful sunset here. Pretty nice tonight. Clouds. Colors are amazing. Waiting for the lights to come on over in Cebu over there. Pretty nice. Yeah, we had our fiesta too. I think that was last week. I drank a little too much too. Lots of Red Horse. And we bought a couple bottles of, I don't know, the brandy. Forget what the brand was. Imperador, or the, what's the other one? Forget the name of it right now. Fundador. Yeah, that's it. Had some Fundador, and Red Horse. Stayed away from the Tundoy, or whatever that rum is. Yeah, Did I what? Did I put it away? Yeah, I just put it on the counter. I didn't put it back in the box, I just put it on the counter up here. Yeah, those fiestas can get pretty wild. Filipinos start fighting with each other and carry off the ones that can't drink anymore. Some of the young kids can't handle it. It didn't get too wild here. Although I didn't go to the disco this year. They actually have 2 nights. They have the primer. I don't know. They have one day in between where they do all the church ceremonies and stuff. The day before they have a disco, then they do the church thing. Take it easy for one night. Then the last night's usually the crazy time. That was last Saturday. Now I think it moved over. It kind of moves from barangay to barangay, so it's on the other hill over there. It was last night they had theirs. I heard that one can get pretty crazy over there. They call it, what is it? Forget the name of the hill right next to us. It has a name. But yeah, they get pretty wild over there. I've heard there's been a couple riots in the past there. Just guys fighting. Getting too drunk, fighting. Oh, what are you doing?
Find the ant. It's up here.
Gosh, you gonna spray Bygone up here?
Hey, they're too much.
They're coming in through the ceilings.
Yeah, in the pillow.
I wouldn't bother spraying
Ah,
it.
this is the one that
Just spray where they come in on the
is
house.
right here, buo.
Yeah, they come from the ground, so it's not. It's a waste of time to spray up here. I just live the sunset. That's it. Yeah, yeah. I was in bed by 7 o'clock that night because we had a house blessing, so that we started early in the day drinking. So I didn't make it to the disco. I was in bed by 7 o'clock that night after all that beer, all that brandy. No discos.
No. Disco.
That's for the young kids, anyways. Go to those
I don't wanna go to
discos and the pounding music. Leave those things and you got a headache. It is pretty fun, but after a while, your ears take a beating. Giant speakers.
It's good for
If they played halfway decent music, it wouldn't be too bad. But now it's all that techno beat stuff, and just gets it's just throbbing.
This is okay with nothing.
Yeah, I just sit at the disco. I might get up and dance one or two songs, and then most of the time I'm just sitting there drinking a beer. I do enjoy it every once in a while, though. I just can't take it too long. Usually by 11 or 12 at night, I'm out of there. But they sure, this is the time of year. It's like traveling, traveling fiestas from barangay to barangay. We're pretty much done. We still need to. We're gonna build like a wall around it. They're right now they're working on our other house. We have that other house that needs a lot of work. It's like a two-bedroom house down there in the valley down there behind the trees. So they just finished doing the bathroom. So they tiled the bathroom. They still got a little more work. I think they got to do the flooring. So they redid the ceiling, got all that quarter-inch plywood out of there that was termite infested. Put hardy flex up and skim coat it, painted it, and they're putting the tiles on right now. It's just a small little bathroom, no shower. Just have a just do the tubo thing where you pour water, just have a faucet with a bucket in there, and it's got a toilet and a little sink. It's a real small bathroom, so fix that up, and then we got to start working on the big master bedroom there. Got to tear all the ceiling out. It's got that quarter-inch plywood, termite infested, of course. So we're gonna do the same thing to the bit master. We're just gonna do one room at a time. It's a two-bedroom house, one master bedroom, pretty big, and then another smaller bedroom. So we're gonna fix that house up, and then eventually we're gonna put a wall up around this studio hilltop house, and we're gonna put a carport in over here. So nonstop. Then I bought like another lot down by the beach too. So I think the last payment is supposed to be this month, or I mean next month, December. It's just maybe 100 yards away from the beach. So we bought like 690 square meters. It was a little bit expensive. I could have got a cheaper price if I wouldn't have done installments, but I did installments. I couldn't come up with the cash. I can't transfer that much cash with my bank. I'm kind of limited because I do a remittance through um, Philippine National Bank (PNB), and I'm limited $5,000 every month. So it's hard for me to try and do a big wire transfer of a large sum. So I ended up paying a little bit more for it. I think I got about 690 square meters for 1.1 million pesos. So I'm gonna once I get that paid off, I'm gonna need to build a wall around that, and then maybe next year sometime I'll start building like I think I'm just gonna put it like a nice little bungalow house there, maybe two-bedroom, one bathroom, and have like a little balcony that overlooks the ocean. It's just steps from the ocean there, so I'll have that little ocean place too. So I'm gonna have a couple places that I can stay. Just if I have an older son and an older daughter from the U.S., so if they ever come, I'll have several options for people to stay at. But that'll be a nice place down there. It's really nice little white sand beach there amongst the mangroves. It's the only little white sand beach that's close by here. It's a public beach too, so that it gets a little bit crowded on the holidays and stuff. But I eventually plan on putting a wall up around this property here, around this house, this hilltop house. Put a gate and put a carport in so I can pull my car, drive my cars up here, and pour a like a cement driveway up. That'll be a lot of work because I'm a little ways away from the Barangay Road here. So I don't think the typhoons will affect. I don't know. This hilltop house might be a little bit exposed, but down by the beach, I'm up away from the beach enough to where I don't think even with storm surge, I don't think it would reach the house. I'm like I said, I'm about maybe 100 yards away from the beach. It's a nice little beach. Just I could walk down there in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But I'm up far enough. It kind of goes uphill a little bit, so I'm up far enough to where I don't really have to worry about the typhoon or storm surge. Do have to protect my roof. Make sure I do build a nice place with a nice strong roof. I think I'll use some. I'll spend some money on my roofing and get some thicker thicker gauge roofing material down there. Up here, that's kind of why I built this like studio house with the upper deck all open, and then I've got spandrels all around to hopefully keep the roof on, so the wind will just pass through and not want to lift the roof up and off. But this house was built pretty strong too. My other house down there is built strong too. It survived Typhoon Odette. All my brothers, all my in-laws, all seek refuge in that house down there. The carpenters that built it, they know what they're doing, so they built a real strong roof. And I have a nice colored roofing over there with the thick material. So that's where everybody went. And the only thing that happened to that house during Odette was maybe a few of the corners or a few sides. I think the east facing side of the house, some of the panels kind of got torn up a little tiny bit just on the edging. So I did replace all those when I first came here. I had to do a little bit of work to fix some of the roofing. It was like a light blue color, and I couldn't get the light blue color anymore. All they had was a darker blue, so some of my edging on the other houses, the color of the roof is a little bit different, but the house has survived the earthquake in 2013 too. It survived that, and it survived Odette, so it's built strong. It kind of sits down in the valley too, so it was a little bit protected from the wind over there. We're like right over the top of the first hill. Lights are coming on. Cebu City over there. Nice view of Cebu City. You'd prop my phone up here for my phone. They say not with the casing on it. I hate having to take my casing off every time. Yep, I'm a little bit exposed up here for sure. I was worried about that. What was it? Typhoon Tito. I think if usually we don't get hit by it. Odette was like a once in a 20 or 30 year cycle. Usually here it's only like a maybe signal 3, usually signal 2 or signal 3 here. I mean, it's got to run over portions of Leyte or Mindanao. By the time it gets here, it's usually somewhat weakened. Although if you start getting those super typhoons, you got to watch out. I think what here Odette was like high 4. It was signal 4 or 5 here. It was bad. I wasn't here, but I seen pictures of the aftermath. That's why I made this upper deck all open, so hopefully the wind will just pass through. Tito was no problem. I could hear the wind whistling outside, but nothing happened to us. No, not even any rain gutters or nothing got destroyed. Yeah, Odette was big time. It passed like I think the center of it passed right over this area or very close, maybe just right offshore. Like I said, all my in-laws' houses got destroyed. Like my sister-in-law's house survived somewhat until a coconut tree broke and the top of the coconut fell on the top of their house. Cebu City, lights are coming on. City nightlife is coming alive. Okay, catch you later. I'm gonna end this live now here pretty soon too. Time to go eat, and the mosquitoes are coming out. All right, guys. Have a good one. Until next time.